Hey, hello, good morning. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. So as we all get situated here, today, hey Sarah, today is going to be similar to last week in that it's going to be a little bit more active. Class should be about 45 minutes. It's not going to be a full hour, I don't think. And hey Nora, good morning. We'll do some yoga to warm up. We'll add in some fitness things. And then the second half of class is going to be more of like a yoga sculpting version. You don't need weights. You don't need anything for it. And the only difference between last week and this week, if you were here last week, is that rather than doing just one exercise at a time, hey Liza, we're going to kind of sequence it more. So it'll be a little bit more flowy through all of our sculpting and conditioning work. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I know some of you stream like your, whatever you're on right now, you stream it to your television or like a bigger screen. That might help. I mean, it's not like that complicated, and I'll do my best to describe some of the movements, but I guess if you had a bigger screen, it might help in the second half of class for some of the movements that we're doing. Hey, Trisha. So that being said, let's give it like 30 more seconds. If you are already situated, you can go ahead and lie down on your back because that's how we're going to begin. And then just once you're on your back, lying down, allow your hips to start to awaken here by bringing the soles of your feet together and letting your knees go wide apart. So they form that butterfly or diamond-like shape. Lying on your back, you can place one hand on the belly, one hand above it, or anywhere else that's comfortable for the arms. As you just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. And let's start to move that air just a little bit more. So getting right into a deeper, much more powerful breath, something that's really going to energize you now, keep you going throughout these movements and throughout this shorter class today. So in and out. You need to release a few out the mouth. Sometimes that'll help get any kind of stagnant air out, anything that's left over in the lungs. Just push everything out, start to bring some fresh air in through your nose. And then eventually you'll make that transition to exclusively breathing out through your nose. Awesome. And then start to bring those knees together. Give yourself a tiny little hug and squeeze. You can rock side to side on your lower back. And just feeling your morning body as it is as you woke up. Maybe it's a little sore today, maybe not. And then we're going to take both knees over to the right. Just a few breaths in a spinal twist. So you can allow your right hand just to lay right on top of your left thigh and maybe give it a little pull and a little bit of weight down so you get into a deeper stretch as you open your left arm to the side. And just keep feeling the lungs here. You should especially feel those left ribs, left side body opening. Maybe even the front of your left chest. And then we'll bring the knees back up, inhale, and then big exhale, roll to the other side. Use that left hand gently just to press and push down. So we're not forcing, we're just allowing a little bit of a deeper, more active opening. Starting to hear the sound of your breath if you haven't already, so we want to move towards Ujjayi breathing if you're comfortable with that. And if you've never tried that breath before, it's just breathing with sound, in through the nose and out through the nose. Kind of sounds like wind or ocean waves. And then let's come back to the center. You're gonna take your legs and your toes, point them straight up to the sky. Your legs do not have to straighten, especially if the back is a little tight today. You're just gonna start to reach up towards your toes, do a little crunch, and then lower back down. And then do that again. Inhale up, exhale down. Now you'll notice as the hands go up, you can even lift your tailbone about an inch or a half an inch off the ground. Just get that little squeeze at the top. Try to reach past your toes, right? Not just for the toes, go past the toes. Be an overachiever here in your crunches. And start to sync it up to your breath. So on the rise up, you want to exhale. And just awakening a little fire deep down in the belly here. Lots of other movements we'll get into this area today, but we won't be doing any more straight up crunches. So try to just enjoy these last few right here. Good. And then from there, go ahead and take both hands down, slide your thumbs under your hips, and then just start to lower your right leg down. And then bring it back up, lower your left leg down, and bring it back up. Now you can do this with your head and your shoulders on the ground. You want maybe just a little bit more. You can tuck your chin to your chest and lift your shoulders up. So that's gonna maybe aggravate the neck, right? If it's too much on the neck, just lie down. But you're definitely gonna feel it if you do that little crunch up right into the abs, and you're just switching one at a time. Make sure your lower back is flat into the mat. And I am already breaking a sweat. Oh my goodness, good. Just take about 3 more, guys. That's 6 leg lifts. So 3 to the right, 3 to the left. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can, chin in. Last one. Whew. And then from there, go ahead, lie down, plant your feet into the ground. Raise your hips up, right into bridge pose. You can slide the shoulders under you. And take a nice full inhale all the way down to the belly. Use your exhale to press into your shoulders, into your feet, into your big toes. And then come on down, we're gonna rock and roll all the way through a vinyasa. So roll over the feet and shins, come into high plank, go ahead and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale into your upward dog. And then exhale over your toes, downward facing dog. Take a few moments here, first down dog, pedal through your heels. Just feel any kind of stretch that needs to happen through the Achilles, through the calves. Let your shoulders start to open here as your head drops down and your chin tucks in. Good, and then rise up high, tippy toes. Exhale, walk or jump if you're ready to the top of the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, find some length. And then exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, rise all the way up. And then side bends today, over to the right. Stretch out that side body. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, left. Inhale, bring it back to the center, look up. Exhale, forward fold, take a dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step back, high to low push up. So this time adding in a little bit more. Go to upward dog. And then go back to chaturanga. Add in the rewind, tuck those toes, bend the elbows. Inhale, push up to high plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. Push into the big toes. Move the inner thighs back and really lift your bum nice and high. Take 1 more full exhalation. And then on the inhale, rise up, walk or float. Feet to hands. Inhale, breathing in. And then exhale, let it all out. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, take that big side stretch to the right. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, side bend to the left. On that inhale, open up. You can even back bend a little bit. And then exhale, forward fold, big dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low. Through your flow, adding in your rewind. So lower down to chaturanga, inhale to the back bend, go back to chaturanga, inhale to plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Just noticing what parts feel like they're moving and fluid today. Noticing maybe what parts feel weak or a little bit more tense. It's all right. Just keep breathing, and I guarantee you these things will change. So all you have to do is just observe and give it your best effort. Take one more exhalation out, and then rise up high, look forward, one more round together. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale and fold. Inhale, pick it all the way up. Exhale, side bend and sway to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend left. On the inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Dive in. Inhaling halfway. And then exhale, vinyasa with a rewind, high to low. Good. Adding in that extra push-up. And then we'll meet up in downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. Feel how the body already is starting to open. We'll get more into the back of the leg. So walk the hands now one palm at a time all the way to the back of your mat. Let your big toes, grab your big toes with your peace side fingers. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Make a nice big back body opener. So in order to open up through the back side of your body, you got to engage on the front side of your body. So pick your kneecaps up. Try to engage your quads. Let your low belly come in and tuck your chin. And you'll start to feel this great big line of energy from the heels, backs of the calves, hamstrings, all the way up and down the spine to the crown of the head. So you're opening up one side, engaging the other side. Take one more big exhale there. Awesome job. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, walk it out. Find your high plank pose, one hand at a time. Get nice and steady there. And then squeeze actively your belly in and squeeze your glutes. All right, so you want to make sure you're active, especially in the glute area here in your plank poses. From there, lower down to one elbow, and then lower down to the other elbow. So it becomes forearm plank. If you lost the glutes and the belly, actively squeeze again. And then we're going to rise up, high plank. Good, and then lower down. Do that a couple more times. We're not going to count today, right? If you only got one more in you, you only got one more, that's fine. But if you have about 3 more, maybe some of you have about 5 more, you're really being an overachiever, you have 10 more, right? Whatever works for you, just try to keep breathing your way up and down to those hands and elbows. Modification, drop your knees down, right? You're like, oh no, I can't do it. Maybe you can do it on your knees, right? And you can keep going rather than just giving up completely. Got a few more seconds here, so even if it's just one more, come on back. Nice job. And then we're going to meet up high plank, downward facing dog. Good. You can step your feet a little wider here, wide down dog, and just really push your chest towards your toes. You get a nice shoulder stretch there. Let your head just hang. Awesome. And then bring your feet back together. And our normal stance down dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, step your foot up. Place your back knee down on the ground. Inhale, come right up to your crescent moon. So you're pretty low in the legs there, but you're going really high in the chest, the heart, and the hands. Good. Now with your next exhale, half-seated splits. Start to kick it back. You don't have to let your hips come down to your heel. You want to straighten your front leg and flex your right foot. And then from there, start to bring your chest forward and down towards your knee and shin. Awesome, guys. Walk your hands forward, find plank pose. Take a big breath in as you step that foot back, and then exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take the left toes nice and high, and then exhale, bring to nose. Inhale, lift it up, and then exhale, let's step it up. Drop the right knee down gently, and then inhale, come into that low crescent moon on the other side. Good. Noticing the breath, just see how it feels. To sink those hips just a little bit lower as you reach up. And then exhale, half split. So you'll start to kick it back. Flex your left toes. And start to bring your nose towards your shin. Just bow your way in. It doesn't have to touch, right? Just the effort and that direction of movement is going to make you feel something on the inside. So don't worry about what it looks like. Just feel it and keep breathing. And then we're going to curl forward together back to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa, high to low. If you need a little bit more today, you can keep in your rewind. That's going to be up to you, right? If you want to add in that extra chaturanga. Meet up and down dog. Take a full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. And then start to pick up the chin, walk or float. Feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen out. And then exhale, heart to thighs. Bend your knees, chair pose, nice and easy. Feel the weight in your heels. Lift all 10 toes. Sink down nice and low. Now feel the ribs, right? Your midsection, that's where you're going to twist from. So drop that right hand, open arm twist to the right. As you exhale, pull your right ribs back. And then inhale back to the center. And then exhale, pull your left ribs back. Awesome. Inhale back to the center. Push into the feet, stand up. And then exhale, big dive in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, high to low push up. Rewind or not. That is going to be up to you. I'm going to try to keep them in. Ugh, see how it feels. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Good. We're going to add in, guys. Inhale. Bring right knee to right elbow. So it's a little bit different. Inhale, lift. And then bring it over to your left elbow. Kick it out to the side. Good. Lift your left hand nice and high. Got fallen triangle right here. Good. Try to look up. Let this be a little bit more like a back bend. Peel the left side of the chest open to the ceiling or sky, wherever you are. Awesome. Keep breathing in. And then we're going to let the right hip come down to the mat and then lift it right back up. So it's probably not going to touch, but you're going to drop it down and then you're going to lift it up. And then you're going to drop it down. That was 3. Let's try for 5. Let's try for 5. So you've got 2 more. 2 more. Drop it down, even if it's like halfway, and then bring it up. You don't have to touch the ground. Last one. Here we go. Good. And then take your left hand down. Inhale, right leg lifts. And then exhale, step up. Awesome. Low crescent moon. Back knee comes down. Give that right arm and shoulder a little bit of rest as you lift up. And then exhale, half splits. Kick it back. Flex your right toes and bow it in. Good. On your inhale, we're coming right up to warrior 3. So nice and powerful now in this second round through. Adding in a little bit more effort. Whatever you do, just engage through that backside. Try to keep your left hip pointing down. Maybe let the arms reach back behind you. Shoulder blades down the back. Strong yoga spine as your chest is lifted, you're looking out. Take one more full inhalation, and then exhale, step back. Take your vinyasa. That was so much fun. We got to do it again on the left side. So left toes lift. You've got your knee to nose, but then we added in. So you're going to lift it back up, tap it to the left elbow, and then lift it up. Tap it over to the right elbow. Slide it out. Find your fallen star, fallen triangle. Lift the right arm nice and high. Good. Keep breathing there. Open up the right side of your chest a little bit more. And then add in your dips. It could just be an inch down. Right? Some of you might get very close to the ground there. You've got about 5. Good. Pick it up one more time and then take that right hand down. Three-legged dog, left toes nice and high. And then exhale, step your foot up, back knee down. Crescent moon, inhaling. Exhale, half splits. Slide back and melt. Good, and then we added in our warrior three, strong static hold. So at least 5 breaths here. Reaching through your back foot. Any variation with the arms that works for you. Strong breath with sound right here. And then let it all go. Exhale, high to low. Good. We're going to do that one more time. I don't know. We'll see how far we go. We might add in a few more little flourishes there. But just take one more exhalation out. And then we'll start again, bringing feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Open arm twist to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to your left. Inhale, center, look up. Exhale, forward fold, bring it in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, high to low. I think I forgot about a couple of rewinds on that last side, so I'm going to bring them back right here. And then right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose and both elbows. Now, once you tap your left elbow, slide it up. Go ahead and take 5 hip dips right here, as many as you can. Even if it's just one. And you know where to go by now. So if you want to move on, skip ahead of these, meet us in crescent lunge. We've got about 2 more to do. And then we'll meet up there, three-legged dog. Good. Step through, bring your back knee down. Inhale, open up. Good. Lean back. And then exhale, half splits. Right up to that warrior three. And then just adding in a little bit of burn here to our right hip and thigh. Take the right hand down. Lift your left arm up. Turn this into half moon. So you're going to open up your top hip there. So now it feels like they're stacking rather than even and parallel. Good. Look down, take the left hand to the ground. You've done it before. Tuck left knee behind right knee, and then lift your right arm up, turn it into curtsy twist. Make sure you feel something, guys, at your twist. So you want to lift your right ribs up to complete the movement. And then right hand comes down. Kick through your left heel. Open it back up. Big inhale there, half moon. And then exhale, curtsy with a twist. Make sure you're not just lifting your arm. Lift your right ribs up. And then exhale, kick it back. Take a couple more like that. You're going to flow with your breath. Exhale, squeeze and twist. Inhale, kick, open, and stack. Exhale. Just following each and every breath now. We're going to meet up in half moon as you finish up your last round. Good. From your half moon, sit all the way down. Bring your left knee behind your right heel. Come into a seated spinal twist. So your right foot and right knee are up. You're going to hug the knee or crisscross elbow over. Awesome. And then from there, look back to the top, high bow pose. Inhale, lift both sets of toes. Maybe shins are parallel to the ground. Hug those front ribs in and down. So you're engaging your abdomen. And then reach through both hands nice and strong. You want, add straight legs. Good. And then just for fun, let's try tapping the right heel down and lifting it up. Tap your left heel down and lift it up. Do that a couple more times. Right heel down, lift it up. Left heel down, lift it up. Just keep moving right there. You can do this again with bent knees. You just lengthen one out and tap it down. Good. Try one more time. Right side, left side, crisscross those shins. Get on out of it. Rock and roll all the way. You can enjoy your upward facing dog if you need to give the hips just a little bit of time to open there. And then exhale over the toes. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, tap left elbow. Inhaling up. Exhale to the right, kick it out and slide. Wave your right arm up. Take a couple hip dips right here. So this is it. This is the last round of this sequence, and then we're going to move into our burn sequence. You're like, wait, this isn't it? No, this is not it. This is more of the yoga sequence. Take your top hand down, lift your left leg high, and then exhale. Bring your back knee down as you rise up. Big inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half seated splits. Just adding in those last few additions. Rise up. You've got warrior three. And then we turned that into half moon. Good. Now from your half moon, right hand comes down. Squeeze and twist. Awesome. Open it back up. Squeeze and twist. Lift your left ribs, not just your left arm. And then open it up. Good. Do that a couple more times. Now you want to find your spot right underneath you. It's going to help. You can keep your eyes down and still open up those ribs. So your eyes never have to leave your spot. Keep breathing here. You've got one or two more. We're going to meet just like we did last time in half moon. So kick through the right leg. Lift your right arm up. Maybe switch your gaze to the sky. And then exhale. Drop it down. Seated twist. Hold on. Cool variation of seated twist. It's simple, but it's kind of like prayer twist. You push your hands together. You can do it on your hips there, which is really nice. I feel like it's like a little bit more intense. You can push your left hand into your right hand and just feel that rotation. Awesome job. From there, back to your boat. Hold right there, you've got it. Good, try to lift your toes, static hold, 5 breaths. And then we are gonna lower down, half boat, half boat. Your lower back has to be on the ground. If you want, you could even slide your thumbs underneath your butt a little bit for some support. And then we're just gonna start to swim those legs. So kick those legs up and down. Keep breathing. And you can start to let them go a little higher. And then you can lower them down. But keep that scissor action going. And you can let them go a little higher, like 45 degrees. And then you can lower them down close to the ground. Stay with it. You can still get the benefit letting your head relax on the ground. Just keep your lower back as close to the ground or on the ground if you can. We've got about 10 more seconds, guys. 10 more seconds. Come back, start again. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Plant your feet down. Take bridge pose or upward facing bow pose. So upward facing bow, hands are alongside you, and you'll push the ground away, come right up to it. All right, let's lower down. Bring knees to chest. Go ahead and get ready, rock and roll. All right, just depending on your body and anatomy, you might have to use your hands for this. I know I do. But we're gonna rock it right up to the top of the mat. Yay, are you ready? Good, you're gonna start to, let me turn my mat just a little bit. Just a little bit. Good, you're gonna start to just do some jacks out and in. So to the edges or maybe off the edge of your mat, you're wearing socks, so there's a slippery floor, just be careful. Just jack it out and in. You don't have to do anything with the arms. Allow your ankles to move so that your heels are coming down each and every time. So there's a little bit of pliability there. It's like a little bounce, a little buoyancy. Good, and then turn that into high knee. Good, and then from there, go back to your jacks. Awesome, and you're just gonna alternate high knee. Bring those thighs up, knees up, and then back to your jacks. Yay, high knee. We're not done yet. Keep it going. We're about halfway there, just getting the heart rate up, getting our sweat going, body a little bit warmer. High knee. Good, jack it out. Awesome job. Nice, last one, high knee. Really get him up, really get him up. And then chair pose. Oh my goodness. So in your chair pose, turn and twist to the right, hooking your left elbow over your right eye. If you need to let some breath out through the mouth, guys, it's totally fine. As we move into these kind of sprints, you can exhale through the mouth. Good, now from your twist, start to stand up. Lift your right knee in front of you. Step the right foot down. Step your left leg back and tap the ground. Step up, jump with your right knee. Step back with your left foot. Jump right knee, step back left foot. So start to move up and down. So you do have to switch the feet right in the middle of that. The right knee is coming up, the left foot is tapping back. See if you can really spring off the ground. Use that right knee and thigh to bring you up. Use your arms, swing up and try to get nice and high. Right, if you don't want to jump, less impact, you're just gonna step, right? You're just gonna step and work it like that. Everyone else, you guys are still jumping right here. 10 seconds to go. Try not to slack off in your last 5, but get even higher. Good, 3, 2, the next time that left foot is back, turn it right into warrior 2, right knee forward and sink down into it. Try not to back off, guys. Drop that right hip down really low. Arms are out. You should feel this breathless kind of thing going on. You can probably hear it in me. I'm also trying to talk. As I do this, sink a little bit lower, hold that shape. And try to even it out. Maybe it's your mind that needs some evening out. Sink down into anything that you're feeling a little bit lower. And then cartwheel hands to the ground. Step back to tabletop pose. So from your tabletop, you're gonna tuck the toes under, lift your knees 1 inch off the ground. Now from here, you're gonna bring your left knee up and into your belly, give it a squeeze, and then step it back down. Right knee up, down, left knee. And it's almost like you're doing a little mini circle with your knee. Out to in, out to in, out to in. And you're bringing your thigh right up into your belly. Just side to side. Little knee circles right there. See if you can stick with it. Even if those knees have come down, you can always pick them back up and try again. Good, circle it out, right? Keep it small, keep it engaged, keep it focused. You got 3, 2, And 1. Step your left foot forward. Turn your back heel down. You'll end up in warrior 2, other side. Whew. Notice how your arms feel. On this side, guys, do little circles with your arms. Mini circles. Right, I'm going back to start. We're gonna do both, so it doesn't matter if you started moving front. Mini circles with those arms. Sink low into your left hip. And then change that circle, other way. Keep your gaze steady. Maybe it's over the left fingertips. You are in warrior 2. Left foot is forward, left knee is bent. As you circle these arms, allow it to burn. Keep breathing. Good. Now from here, you're going to come down, tap your right fingertips to the ground. Step up to the top of your mat, lift your left knee. Step down, tap your right toes back. Lift your left knee. Start to jump it out. So we've changed sides. Your left knee drives up, your right toes go back. Go ahead and start to move. Whew, I need to focus here and stop looking over at the screen. This side's a little bit harder to balance. You might find that for yourself. So engage, keep your abs tight, stay steady, and most importantly, you know it, keep breathing. Come on, come on. Probably crossing that halfway point just about now. Maybe feeling a little bit of fatigue in those legs. Try to breathe. Give your body the oxygen and the energy that it needs. Last 10, 9, 8, stick with it. 5, 4, really get up. 3, 2, and 1. Step up, chair pose. This time, hook your right elbow over your left thigh. And twist it out. Hopefully you're doing all right. You're about halfway through your burn sequence. We got one more sequence like that. So that finished your first burn. You got a second burn, and then you're done. Before we get on to that second burn, come into Malasana. We're gonna do a couple burpees. Hands down, jump back, hop it up to Malasana. Hands down, jump back, hop it up to Malasana. Just like that, a few more. Modification, hands down, you step, step, and then you step, step, right? Rather than jumping. Keep breathing and moving. You have about 3 more in you. Good, hold your high plank. Let your knees come down. From there, rise up onto your knees. How y'all doing? Hopefully good. From there, it's kind of like camel. You're gonna reach your arms forward and start to lean back and hinge. You're gonna kind of find that moment where you feel like your abs start to squeeze and fire, and you're just gonna kind of go side to side with that. All right, if you need to put your fingers there, just to make sure that the abs are engaged, you might need to go back a little further. But you're hovering, and you're just going right to left. Good, keep breathing, guys. This is the start of your second burn series. We're gonna stay a little lower to the ground for this one. So keep breathing, keep moving. You've got about maybe 10 minutes left to practice, and that does include your cool down. Good, side to side, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, hips stack over knees. Start to push your hips forward. Some of you will drop down into camel pose. Hands towards your heels. You can keep hands at hips. Let your head go if you can. Take 5 breaths. Take hands back to hips. Good, everybody come up. Come into your tabletop pose. Awesome, tuck your toes. Similar to what we did last time, maybe it's a little different. Both toes are gonna stay down. Lift your knees up, turbo. All right, from there, lift your tailbone up, roll it forward, and roll it back. So you're doing little hip circles, up, down, and back, up, down, and back. Knees are floating off the ground, and you're lifting from your tailbone all the way up. So when you do that, you'll feel a deep contraction in your low belly. Lift the back of the hips up, sacrum and tailbone up, and just keep rotating and roll it right through those hips. Awesome, you got a few more seconds right here. Up and down, and around. Drop your left knee to the ground. Take your right leg, cross it in front and over. Right knee over. So you're in Gomukhasana, or like cow face style legs. Bring your hips back and stretch. So if you're confused, you're sitting down, your left knee is under, your right leg is over, and you're gonna walk your hands forward. That might be the most confusing transition of the whole thing. So just make sure right knee is stacked on top of left knee. Awesome, and then from there, come forward, back onto the hands like you began. Keep your legs crossed in this Gomukhasana. Tuck your toes, lift your knees 1 inch, turbo tabletop with Gomukhasana legs. You're gonna start to tap the knees down and lift. Tap the knees down and lift. Go at whatever pace feels good for you. If you want, you can start to dip down, let's say in the right side. You can dip your right hip down and let it kind of slack out to the side a little bit, and you'll feel that more in your side oblique. Take a few more like that. Arms are probably burning by now. You're almost there, guys. Good, keep lifting that tailbone up. Keep engaging your low belly. 5 more, 4 more. And then from there, come into normal table pose. Take a few cat and cows. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, round and curl. Hopefully you guys got that one. I think this is the only time throughout the entire quarantine that I actually have sweat dripping on my body. I mean, I've gotten warm, I've gotten sweaty, but this is the only time it's actually dripping onto my mat. So hopefully you're finding that you're getting that, especially if you miss it, not being at the gym and in your normal practice. Stay on the right knee. Cross the left knee over. So bring it in front and over. Come back. This time sit all the way down. Left knee is stacked on top of right. Bring the hands up, interlace them, and open up. Let your shoulders stretch. Good. And then reach forward and out. Take a nice hip opener there. So here's the thing. You've got one more little sequence, 40 seconds of those Gomukhasana turbo tabletop knee dips. And then we've got one more exercise after that. And then we're gonna bring it on home and cool it down. So gather up all your strength, rise up onto your hands. Keep those legs crossed, tuck your toes under. Start to lift your knees. You bounce them down and up, little pulses, okay? So it's 1 inch up, 1 inch down. If you wanna add a little hip dip, then you sway that hip out to the side. Let it drop, and breathe. Good. Try to stick with me here. We're about 15 seconds in of 40. Come on, halfway there, halfway there, halfway there. Keep breathing, dip it up and down, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. From there, uncross. Send it back to a child's pose. Reach your fingertips way out and let your shoulders relax. You might have thought it was over. Forearm plank, last exercise. Good. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your belly. Tap your right knee down, lift it up. Tap your left knee down, lift it up. Alternate sides. See if you can keep that strong squeeze to your belly. Don't let it go. Keep your glutes active. Keep your breath strong. If you want to transition to tapping both knees down at the same time, pick them both up. You can do that for the last few seconds. Both down, both up. And then you'll let it go. Come all the way up to the hands. Tuck your toes under. Final stretches. Lift your right toes high. Exhale, slide right knee to right wrist. Pigeon pose. Walk your left toes back. Good. And then from here, thread the left arm down. So you got a little twist in your pigeon. And a little shoulder opener there. And just allow your body to melt down, make no effort or as little effort as possible. And if the breathing is a little heavy, it'll start to normalize. Just allow it. Stay calm. Stay relaxed. Rise up onto the hands. You can walk the hands back, take a little bit of a heart opener here. And then hands forward, step back. Change sides, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring that up, knee to wrist. Good, as you start to come down, wiggle the right toes back and then slide the right shoulder underneath you. Awesome, come on up. Walk it back, open up. Sit down, slide that right leg around. Take hands at heart center. We take a deep breath in together, inhale. Exhale, bowing forward, sealing your practice, your workout, and all of your effort in. You get to take the strength with you off of the mat and out into the rest of your day and your life. Namaste, everybody. If you would like a Shavasana, go ahead, lay down, take some rest. Otherwise, if you're ready to get going, maybe you're ready to take a shower, whatever it is, eat some food, rehydrate. Feel free. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Sweaty. Feel free to comment or leave some feedback either in the chat or you can message me. Hey, Ellery, thanks for joining. Oh, namaste. Seems like pretty soon we'll be back at the club. So hopefully that will happen soon. Okay, I see lots of sweaty faces here. Great sweaty workout. All right, that's good. That was the point. I wanted you guys to sweat at home. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Thanks, Trisha. Thanks, Sarah. So I'll probably do something like that again next Friday. I think I went a little bit over. That was like 50 minutes, but yeah, they'll be around 40, 45-minute yoga workouts. I think that's fun sometimes. I don't know. I'm into it right now, so if you want to join me, you can join me. All right, I'll stop rambling. I know you guys probably have things to do. But tonight, I know I need it. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for joining. I know I need it. I'm going to take Andy's yin class at 6:30. I was feeling weird last week and I skipped it. And then like the next day I could tell like I hadn't done my yin practice for the week. So I'm definitely going to do yin tonight and try to let my body relax. So hopefully you guys will join 6:30 if you can. Otherwise, there's great classes throughout the weekend, and I will see you next Tuesday for Vinyasa. All right, have an awesome Friday, guys. If you have feedback, let me know what you think. If you liked a class like that, if you didn't like a class like that, you know, what worked, what didn't. I'm always looking for advice, okay? Thanks, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. Namaste. Peace out.